Feel free. Feel free to talk about a myriad of topics today. You've got a small window to do it. But if you've got something worth saying, it shouldn't take a whole lot of time to get it done. That's weird. Now that is weird. That is so weird. That is so weird. Just as I clicked off the zone, a Jamico advert came on. That is so crazy. Let me get a pen and mark it down, because actually it's going to be one of the topics. That is absolute. I'm telling you, man. That is crazy. Let's write that down. It's a potential topic we're going to talk about. Well, 6 people in the building, yeah? I can snap, rap, pat, click, clack, pitter, pat, pat. Take the F to the point you gotta ask for your ass back. A effing joker smoker. Taunted by no one. If I was born in Chumley's temple, I would have turned out a shogun. Smack the NE and all talk that I can't hawk. Although that about me losing this small talk, I ain't no punk or slouching. Furthermore, I don't scare chief. The reason I called you punani, you are what you eat. Lick it a little closer to the center of a blow pop. Don't speak when I'm talking. This is my effing show hop. How dare you even try me? That you funky well. I'm smiling backspace, doing your sister roll doggy style. I'm wild, raw, hard, and still suave. Check out the style that soul simulated sounds from a star key, semi-social. Never been sloppy. See silly slapping suckers, sorry saps and slouches. Scrap slamming style, smacking this man's a savage. Lee see soul songs on the soul shots, so snatch 7 so start to go solo. Set the stereo cassette sounds different. Script the Sagittarius, a marriage is a system. Smoke the Joker 3 times over and her. Go with the flow, I'm about to yoke the Joker. That's Tretch from Naughty by Nature. I'm just reading his rhyme off the Genius sheet. He had a very complex rhyme pattern, didn't he? Very complex. Very complex. You see, back in the 90s, yeah? To stand out, you had to come with something different. You see, nowadays, I don't even know, like, is there a standard for MCs? What is the standard of MCing these days? Like, what is expected out of good MCing and good hip hop? What is expected? I don't even mind if it's not the music. Is it a fashion statement? What defines hip hop? I don't know. I don't know. Everything has a signature. Every era has some signature, or not one, maybe 2 or 3 signatures. What's the signatures of today's hip hop? Is it breakdancing? Is it turntablism? Is it rapping? Is it fashion? What is it? What could you put in a time capsule and explain to children this is what hip hop represented in 2026? What is it? I'm an old man. Knowledge me. Very funny, 4A. Very funny. I'll take that as a joke. You know what I mean? Why do you guys all assume that I'm fat? I don't know why that is. People always assume that I'm fat. I'm not fat. I'm not fat. So that's not me. I'm not a fat dude. I'm not as shredded as I used to be, but I'm not fat. I don't know why. There's this assumption that I'm fat. I bet you any money when I was your age, I had a better physique than you. I bet you any money. I'll let it slide though, because in a way you're trying to insinuate. And I don't really take kindly to them jokes because that man's got a bad track record. So for you to put my name in this sentence, and if you think that's funny, it's not funny. You do that again, I'll throw you out. But I'll give you a pass in this one because I'm softening up. I'll give you a pass. Say some stupid shit like that again, you're gone. Yeah? You're gone. I'll give you a pass though. I'll give you a pass on that. You're on a short leash though. Yeah? You're on a short leash. I don't care if you block me. All right, cool. I'll throw your fucking ass out. This man done that foul shit, and you make a joke like that. That's not fair. See, you guys, you have to learn how to interact with other men. You know? With other men, you got to learn how to interact with other men. When you say stiff stuff like that to another man, you know you're gonna put his fucking back up. That's the first thing you're gonna do is put his back up. But you still do some stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then say you wasn't trying to be messed up. Apologize while flinging your ass out. You know what you was trying to do. You know what you was trying to do. Right. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go. 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 I'll get rid of you, man. I'll go. You gotta go. I bet you're ugly as fuck, bro. I'm 58. I bet I'm still better looking than you. I bet you're the ugly fuck. Ugly fuck. Touching up your little brother. Yeah, how funny is it now? How funny is it now? You pussy. Let me ignore you anyway. I ignore you. I'll ignore you. I won't even read your comments from now. Ian Ward from Yorkshire, Beats. Hope you're well. Big up Ian. Big up Ian. See, that's how you greet yourself with another man on his platform. That's how you greet yourself, not saying stupid crap. Big up Ian. Big up SK. You've put on a stone and a half last 2 months. My head's gone. A stone and that's a lot of weight in 2.5 months. Toby says, I've never imagined you as a fat dude. I imagine you as a built guy, but not fat. No way I'm about I'm about the same age, so I know you can put on some unwanted. Yeah, I've got a bit of unwanted timber. I've got a bit of unwanted timber. You know what I mean? But I'm not Dan Raphael or Bosch's dad or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that at all. Nothing like that at all. So certainly not as fat as Afrika Bambaataa or anything like that. You know what I mean? Toby, I don't know about hip hop. I lost track from about the mid-90s. Probably the best thing. Probably the best thing. SK, your routine got knocked off from getting ill and always takes me a while to get back into a good routine. Yeah, well, illness is not good. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not good. You know, you know what it is? The food today, it's easy to put on a stack load of weight. Like all you got to do is get into a bad habit of bad eating for a little while, and you can blow up pretty quickly. You can blow up pretty quickly. You know something? Like I was thinking, if you're in the UK, you've probably heard of the Jamico clothing line. They do clothes for big men. I think they got up to 5XL. You see, I done that video on David Hay. I had to edit a lot of it because it would have just went on for ever and ever. But on the full video, I talk about Giacomo, right? And in fashion, they don't really cater to large men, right? And that's what Giacomo or Jamico, whatever it's called, right? That's the intended market. And you see the difference between men and women, right? Women have BBW, right? Women have fat acceptance. Fat acceptance isn't really for men. They try and say it's an inclusive thing. It's not. It's not. Men don't want fat acceptance. If you're a man, you're just fat. You are just fat. There are some fat male models, but not as much as there are BBW models. Yeah? Because as a man, when you get to a certain size, you don't expect the fashion industry to cater for you in the top range of fashion, and you don't expect them to be looking for you to model clothes. Fat guys don't get people to model clothes. You get what you can fit into, basically. But see, women. I'll just say what I have to say, rather than trying to protect anyone. With women, yeah. You see how they get them terms, BBW. Why isn't there BBM? Because men, you was a big, beautiful man. Is that true or not? SK, he said, he went a week eating pizza every day. I get depressed from lack of sunlight. So hopefully now sun's brighter, I get more active. Yeah, well, that would do it. A week eating pizza. Not very good. Um, Pizza is definitely what age range are you as well? What age range? You don't have to give your exact age, but give us your age range if you could be bothered. Tommy said, Giacomo, are they still going? Freddie Flintoff used to advertise for them. I remember, but he's all trim now, and I ain't seen any Jack Mill for ages. Um, Yeah, Freddie. Big up Freddie. You remember Freddie had a boxing fight on Queensbury on Box Nation? Who remembers that? And he won as well. He won. He won. Freddie was a bit of a lad, bro. Freddie was a bit of a lad. Yeah, they got us to go in there. Giacomo, man. Crazy. But you see, stores like that and a lot of businesses, since the event of the internet and it's like people having access, stores like they probably went out of business. Not out of business, but they're probably doing a lot less business because people just go online. And what they can't get in the stores, they can just get 5XLs everywhere now. If they can't get it in a high road, they'll get it online. Okay, you're 36. You're 36. You see, that's the time when the metabolism starts slowing up. It starts slowing up about your age there. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that do you buy the pizza from a pizza place? Like or are they the supermarket? That's expensive. Like because like a 10-inch pizza is how much? It's at least 7 or 8 quid. So if you're gonna buy 7 or yeah, that's about 50 quid or something, isn't it? Yeah, he did get it was a gift decision actually. You are right. It was a gift decision because he was struggling. He was struggling. He was struggling. Wow, you spent 100 on takeaways. Head's gone. Wow. You not like how much people are in your household? 300. Wow. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Because let's consider that like a shop for the week. I'm talking like combined Lidl's, Sainsbury's, and Morrison's, and Asda. 50 quid should see you through. Should see you through. Yeah? It should see you through. Everybody has a vice. Food is cheaper than others. Um, yeah, I guess so. Can't judge you in it. Like I don't know your circumstances. You know what I mean? I can't judge. I can't judge you. It's all good. Oh, you don't take drugs? You don't do drugs? Good thing is I never drink or take drugs, and you're not in no. Hey, listen. At least you can afford to spend that money. You know what I mean? At least you're doing whatever you're doing. You've got that money to yeah, like you said. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? Some people gamble, like you're saying, they take drugs and things. You know what I'm saying? With me, I can't eat that much bread to be honest. I eat a whole pizza right now. I couldn't eat a whole pizza, and it's not because I'm extra. I get older, I just can't eat the same foods. I can't eat the same foods. If you try and eat 3 slices of pizza, you know what I mean? Um, I'd feel the physical um it wouldn't be good for me. I'd feel the physical fallout from it. I would feel it like I'd be like, how do I digest it? My body just wouldn't feel right. Toby Bartley said Freddie said that boxing training was real tough. I remember Rio Ferdinand. He was going to do defender to contender, but they wouldn't grant him a license. Yeah, the board wouldn't license. I remember that, and he got in some serious shit. Who was he training with actually? He was training with a popular trainer. Motivated and believes he can win versus Ben. Garcia's new after 2 beating Tank. Yeah, okay, Garcia knew. Okay, as in KN. All right. Wasn't beating Tank and Rolly on them nights. Yeah. Some good points there. Some good points. I don't think it'll be as easy as everyone is saying, Coppin, though. I think everyone, I think people are very much about Conor. I don't think Conor is anywhere near as bad as what people will lead you to believe. Oh, Richie Woodall was coaching him? What's happened to Richie Woodall? He's not doing commentary. He was doing quite a bit of commentary. I don't see Richie Woodall no more. Is he falling back? All right. Without touching the browser, and I'll know if you don't answer quick, what weight class and what sanctioning body title did Richie Woodall win? Without touching the browser or searching it. Yeah? I'll give you 20 seconds. Yeah? And a few seconds. 4, 5, slow count. 6, 7, 8. Nah, that's not enough, SK. 9, 10. What's the weight class? 11, 10, 11. No. Toby, 12, 13, 40. Yeah, super middleweight, SK. Super middleweight, WBC. You're a bit off the pace there, Toby. You got WBO light heavy. Nah, super middleweight, WBC. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Who did he fight in the 1988 Olympics? A very famous boxer, a multiple weight champion as a pro, who got robbed in the 80s. Is it South Korea? Olympics 1988. Who did he fight? Who did Richie Woodall get knocked out? Not really knocked out, but eliminated by. SK got it. Roy Jones. SK's on it. SK's on it. Toby said, I've only started beginning to eat properly for the first time in about a year. I was really ill and would go days without eating. Only protein shakes, then soup. Now back on small meals. Why has diet became so complex for us? Like even myself, what is the diet? Everyone seems to have solutions, but why is it became so complex? Is it the food that they're selling? It can't be that. Are we just not eating enough veg and protein and whatnot? Are we looking for these super diets as a solution? Coppin, Woodall was involved in the Team GB setup, wasn't he? Not aware of him. He's gone back to the amateur. All right, that's all good. He was doing a lot of commentary. I just haven't heard him on commentary for a long time. Richie Woodall. Okay, without touching the browser. Let's see, my connection's gone again. Without touching the browser, right? What city does he come from? And he's got right. I'll give you 20 slow seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Telford. It's from Telford, isn't it? Richie's from Telford. Why Afrika Bambaataa? Because he passed away this week. He passed away under much controversy. much controversy. A lot of testimony about boys who were uncompromised, let's say, right? And the problem is, yeah, if you're going to talk about hip hop history and document history, it's hard to leave his name out of there. But a lot of people want to kind of like brush over his name. And I understand that. But how do you tell the story when the Zulu nation were an integral part of the development of hip hop culture? Now, his reputation is in absolute shambles. It's in absolute shambles. Can't say any different. No one can say any different. The big issue, one of the big issues of his demise is the Zulu nation. They covered up a lot of his crap. They tried to cover it up and put spin on it. It didn't work. Too many people came out. Well, I don't know, man. It's a horrible story. It's a horrible story. Horrible story. Why did they cover it up? A lot of people tried to protect the culture. And he let a lot of people down. People down. The beatboxer. Sifo. You see, before all that, Savage and the other podcaster, what's his name again? What's his name? I forgot his name. He does podcasting on YouTube. It will come to me. Before that, yeah, you know the weird thing about that story is we heard stories, not stories, like well known in the UK on the quote unquote rap hip hop scene that he did something with that kid, the beatboxer, Sifo. That was the rumor. So he was always under suspicion over here. He was always under suspicion. Lord knows what he did when he was over Brazil and all these other places he went to. Not a good look. Just on the comment section. How good was Robin Reed? Robin Reed gave Calzaghe a decent scrap, didn't he? Carl Froch, not much resistance when he fought Carl Froch. Sven Otka, touch and go. Did he win that? A lot of people say, I can't remember. I haven't watched it for years. Did he win a full strap? Or did he win one of the knockoff lower tier ones? Robin Reed. SK. Richie Wall was Brad Pitt body double in Snatch. Fun fact for you. I didn't know that. That I didn't know. Toby said, I can type as fast as these young buggers. I can't type. I knew it was Roy Jones Jr. I got a bit flustered. Robbie Reed weren't a bad fighter. He weren't bad. He weren't bad. He weren't bad. He wasn't bad. But, you know, the Zulu Nation were a big part of rap culture. Like, they had members all across the board, man, all across the globe. The Zulu Gestapo. And for the misguided, or like the nastiness that Bam did and the misguided attempts to cover it up, it just wrecked. It just wrecked the whole movement. Just wrecked it. Its reputation and everything. Just wrecked it. But that's one of them things, isn't it? One of them things. I think because rap is such a quote unquote alpha male culture, I think a lot of people were in denial that he was doing what he was doing. But there's a lot of dodgy people in rap. A lot of dodgy people living double lives. Lots. Dr. Woodok, you heard Dilla? What, Jay Dilla? I'm way behind now. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Tambers. It's unforgiving. What he did was unforgiving. What he did was virtuoso, a man's legacy. Whether he and the Zulu was an integral part of the development of the hip hop scene is shockingly abhorrent and disgusting what they did. That's the guy, Hassan Campbell. That's the guy. That's the guy. That is the guy. I mean, I hear what you're saying. But here's the thing, though, right? The truth is, though, without him, it wouldn't be the industry financially or creatively, from a creative standpoint. And I'm not saying to big him up. We can't big him up. We can't. There's no way we can big him up. There is no way he can be bigged up, right? So he's kind of messed up the good he's did. But how and omit his name from out the story? Can you do that? Can we just say, his influence in bringing the is still actually evident in hip hop today. The synths, the drum patterns is still evident. Whether you listen to what are the joints? You've got the Perfect Beats, Planet Rock. It's a mind F. It's a mind F what he did. Just ruined everything. He just ruined everything. Ruined them young men's lives. Just ruined it. Ruined it. Because there's no doubt he did it. They're like, why was he on the run? I was disappointed with KRS-One. His glasses, town. What can we get from the glasses? Oh, they were a cover up, yeah. Much about the guy. Oh, it's trying to reconnect me. Getting reconnected again. Melly Mel said everyone knew Dr. Wu Doc. It was known. 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 Doesn't know much about the guy, but I hear some Americans like Hassan Campbell mention him. Ulix, this may be controversial. Can you separate the man from the music, like some do with R. Kelly and other artists? That's the $1 million question. That is the $1 million question. Can you separate the music from his other legacy? Like you say, it is controversial. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it, because when Planet Rock came out, and I'm talking about the promo. We were listening to that from promo, right? With the sound system. The breakdancing scene was huge in the UK. Pop locking. It was absolutely humongous. And that record, not top of the pops, but it was probably in the top, on top of the pop stuff. It probably did chart in the UK, right? It was huge. It was humongous amongst the youth culture, with our fat laces, with our lino, with the turntable culture, with the breakdancing, the pop locking, from Covent Garden to Spats and them kids there. Them songs like just huge. The Zulu Nation was huge. Tone, you dropped the Soul Sonic Force records off at the charity shop. That's deep, Tone. That is deep. That is deep. That is deep. That's deep. They have missed. Like I understand why though, because like they've ruined the legacy. I understand why. That in my life as a kid, that song there, Planet Rock, and Looking for the Perfect Beat. Man Parish, Bebop, Electro. The original Wizkid. Not, I know they got a Wizkid who does with the Afro beats. Not him. Remember the original Wizkid, Tone? Tone knows Wizkid. Play Wizkid in it. That was my joint, bro. That was my joint. Dun, 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 dun. Resume, but they're making a film about him, and his music is still played. That's the one, Tone, DJ Wizkid and Globe. Play that beat. Man, you play that beat. I used to love that shit, bro. I used to know, I can't do all the bars now. I used to know all the bars and everything, but yeah, me. Man. See them days there, right? Them days there. Fun. Absolute fun. People are dancing up a storm. Cabbage Patch, Running Man, Pop, Locking, break dancing. It was just like no posing. No posing. Just totally different, man. Life is so static amongst youth culture now, right now. It is so static. I actually feel sorry for them. Kind of feel sorry for the kids of today. Kind of feel sorry for them. The man even done a song with James Brown, man. That was a bit commercial, but it was still a dope song. Peace, unity, love, and having fun. That was a dope song. You know what? Like we hit people more than Bam because, like I said, people knew. People knew. All the Bronx River shit, people knew. But when the Zulu Nation covered it, like, oh man. And they tried to discredit the victims. That was just destruction of the legacy. And he was doing some foul crap, bro. Some foul nastiness, bro. And you know something, right? You know something? I saw that mother in Choice FM, right? Not when Choice. I don't think it was in Choice. It wasn't Brixton. It was where was the other place Choice was near? Oh man, where was it? Not too far from Liverpool Street, actually. And as I was going up to see 279, him and whoever that see me, and they said, "Yo, man, I'm looking at him. Yeah, you think I ain't heard about you and homeboy from the South London crew. You think I'm looking at him, boy? I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, about you know. And this is before any of this came up. This is before any of this came up. I saw him. Yeah, I see him. Tom said we were lucky. It was a vibe. Yeah, total. Yeah. It was a vibe, man. It was a vibe. It was a vibe, man. Total days. Just total different energy. Totally different. Tom said that I knew he was dodgy since the mid 80s. The crew were a bit. Yeah. Plus, man, so they never see him with any chicks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no chicks. No chicks, bro. No chicks. No women. Not funny. Not funny. I'm not laughing at like he's funny already, but it's not funny at all. It's actually quite tragic. But, you know, great era of hip hop though. The apart from that crap, then you know what I mean, like when Scott LaRock got shot, that was when Chris made Criminal Minded. And that kind of like brought in elements of hip hop that wasn't really the focus at the start. You know what I'm saying? The Roadman thing. The Roadman thing started to creep in. Gunplay. Yeah, he's a bit shaky. We knew like we knew about this guy from long time, Tone. Like you're saying there, from long time we heard about him. You know what I mean? Heard about him over here. You know what I mean? Sus. There's a few of them though. I even dude who was supposed to be roadman across the pond. Suspect. Man, them is sub. I'm not gonna put them out there. I'm not gonna put them out there. But I've heard stories. I've heard a few stories. You know what I'm saying? And they got Dana Dane as a one-hit wonder. Well, what would Dana Dane's one-hit wonder be? Not Spin the Fella. Spin the Fella, Dana Dane. I used to love that song. What was his other Nightmares? The Kango Crew, boy. What would his one hit be? That's Dana. That's Dana Dane, man. That's Dana Dane. Who's that? Biz? JJ Fad. Supersonic. Remember JJ Fad? Dana Dane was a second rate Slick Rick. Well, they were in the same crew. They were in the same. Oh, there they are now. Big one know. JJ Fad. They were from LA. The Kango crew, innit? Like Dana Dane, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh was the Kango crew. They didn't do much. Did they do any songs together? Tom said it wasn't even the music he made. It was the music the Zulu Nation played. The set trends with their selection. Yes, yes. The break beats. See, they kind of like set up that culture where man was collecting records. You know what I'm saying? Where like DJs were getting their record collections, crates. They were kind of like the crates, bringing the crates, and across here we call it sound system, of course. Block party across there. Like they were getting the obscure break beats from all around the world. And like you say, the sets. Is it Jazzy J? Jazzy J. Was it Funky Sensation? Was it Jazzy Sensation? They have Jazzy Sensation. The Kango crew. Man. Zulu Nation, man. Zulu! Gestapo! Zulu! Yeah, hip hop was just fun them days, man. It was just top. It was just fun. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun. The dances were just incredible. The haircuts, the clothes, the fat laces, sneakers. Um, and you know what is weird about rap, right? If you ask somebody for a generic description of rap, you know what they would say? They would say it's very materialistic in terms of showing your wealth and stuff like that. But here's the thing, right? When you had your suede Puma, you know what I mean? Like you had your Adidas jeans and shit like that, and your sneakers. Them man across the pond, you got to bring your brush and clean your stuff, and you preserve your stuff. You don't just buy your stuff. You got to know how to put it together. So it's not spending money. It's knowing how to coordinate your clothes, right? Keeping your shit fresh and clean. But I mean, all that's been lost. Like man talking about they're gonna buy Versace and all this crap. Nah, damn. Who's that then? I'm trying to remember them girls from, but let me rewind this, bro. You're right, the blood clot together, like, shut you up, bro. Who is she? L Trim. Who were they? Who were they? One sec, bro. I don't remember them. That's their man. L Trim. All right, give me one sec. Give me. Does anyone remember L Trim? Right from Miami Bass girls. Remember them? I don't remember them. L Trim. Damn. I don't know how I don't remember them, though. Nice, bro. Don't know how I don't remember them. L Trim. It's spelled LTRIMM. 1988. Miami Bass. Two girls. Is that with Luke? All I remember from them is Who's my guy? Da, 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 da. Why does it have to be so damn tough? MC Shy D. I used to love that song, man. What was it called again? Da-da-ya, 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 dee-ya, dee-ya, da-da, da-da-da-da-da. That song was just bad, boy. Song was bad. MC Shy D. L Trim. I think they might have. They're probably a bit bubblegum. They were a bit, yeah, got to be tough. That's the one, Tone. Got to be tough. Got to be tough. I used to love that song, man. You know that was a pirate radio special. That song. That was a pirate radio special. See them days there? Pirate radio days, man. Them DJs were like old school DJs were special, man, because you'd listen to pirate radio, right? And then you'd have to mark down tunes and then go record shop and then brock your pocket. Them I spend money on record. Spending money on a record. Yeah. Not these days. You go into there and you get everything for free, or Spotify or whatever. Man, you got a record shop, bro. You got to go to a record shop. You know what I mean? The EWF track. Is that for Miami bass, yeah? The EWF track. That's interesting, Tom. Slick Rick's still doing shows, you know. He's got a show in Mashantucket, the Fox Tower, Foxwood, Cincinnati. Still got shows, bro. Yeah. Slick Rick, you know. Still booking shows, eh, Slick? Not surprised. Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh, man. Well, it was one of those days, not much to do. I was chilling downtown with my old school crew. I went to a store to buy a slice of pizza. Bumped to a girl, the name was Mona. What? Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, what you saying? So they said, excuse me, my gosh, you look nice. Put away your money, I'll buy that slice. She said, thanks, but I'll rather a slice of you. I'm just kidding, but that's awfully nice of you. The compliment shows she had a mind in her. And when I smiled, I almost blinded her. She said, great Scott, are you a thief? Seems like you have a mouth full of gold teeth. Ha 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 ha. Had to find that funny. Slick Rick was like man, the Don on storytelling. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah. That's it. Brazilian rhyme. Brazilian rhyme. That's the one, Toad. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That was brilliant, man. See, that's the 808. That was the 808. I think Bambaataa used. Well, did they use was that the 9? Oh, what? Actually, I'm getting my drum machines jumbled up. Planet Rock used the 909 drum machine. Planet Rock 909 drum machine. 909. The Roland TR 909. It's not saying it. The Roland. It's the Roland. Let me see. Planet Rock. And this is what I'm saying, right? That style of production is still prevalent in music today. No, see, Bambaataa used the 808. They used the 808. It was the 808, right? And they also used a lot of the Kraftwerk, the alternative German group, their electronics production styles. Also used a lot of that. It's pioneering stuff, bro. It's pioneering stuff. That's messed up by his nastiness. That's why we can't celebrate it. We can't celebrate it because of his bloody nastiness. And that pisses me off. That does piss me off. I'm not going to lie. It does pee me off. It does pee me off. It really pees me off. Roman versus Tio after he wins that tune up, says Chris. You want Roman versus Tio? Norman. Brian Norman versus Tio. Why would either of them take that fight there? Wasn't Norman was calling someone else out. Who was Norman calling out? He was calling out one of the champions. Tone, I like the days when Chuck Chill Out. Was Chuck on Kiss? What was his song? With Cool Chip. Here we go. Bronxwood production. It's Cool Chip. The rhythm is the master, but I'm just the slave. I used to love that tune, man. Cool Chip. And the other one was I'm Large. I've got the 12. I've actually got the 12. Them tunes are hard, man. He was a bad DJ, man. Chuck Chill Out was bad. Yeah, the B-Boys rocked the house. Yep. One of my favorites. One of my favorite DJs. One of my favorite DJs. Chuck Chill Out. Cool Chip. See, back then, man, let me just see Chuck Chill Out. Let me just put it in. Chuck. Cool Chip. What radio station was it? He wasn't Kiss, innit? I've got the tapes, man. I've got the tapes. Nah, he was WBLS. It's WBLS, man. Chuck's 63 now. Bloody hell. Getting old, Chuck. Getting old, man. We're getting old. Chuck is 63. Hip hop is getting geriatric, bro. I got the tapes, man. What radio station was Red Alert? Yeah, Red Alert. He's but not in a Bambaataa way, in a good way. He's in a good way. I mean, he likes his pum pum. He loves his pum pum, bro. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. In a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? And him there and a young BOY and them thing there, and nastiness there. You know what I mean? Cool DJ. He's part Hispanic though. He's not. He is definitely part Hispanic. Said I think Brian can Show some massive improvements with Ronnie Shields. Yeah, him and his dad are split. Yeah, Red Alert was on Kiss. That's right. Red Alert was on Kiss. You know what I mean? And Mr. Magic was Kiss as well, weren't he? Was Mr. Magic Kiss? Mr. Magic. Yeah, Mr. Magic, man. He passed away, bro. Mr. Magic. Mr. Magic's rap attack. They were killed in a traffic collision. That's crazy, bro. The 12-year-old daughter was the lone survivor, and his wife went as well. Oh my, what a tragedy. Wow. Absolute tragedy, man. That's really horrible. Crescentio is going to upgrade his design package. Is it worth it, Beats? Boy, you'll have to work that one out for yourself. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what you expect, what you want. It depends.
Cars That Go Boom became one of the first Miami bass records.
Miami bass used to be huge, isn't it? Kind of liking one of the trim girls there, though, man. I'm not lying, man. Damn. Rodney O and Joe Cooley. It's going back somewhere. Where are they from? Oakland. The town biz. You still there? Joe Cooley and I'm sure they were from Oakland. Wow, they're still performing. Joe Cooley and Rodney O, Oakland. They're still performing, bro. Them man are still performing. Why not? If people are booking shows, go get your money. Get your money. You know what I mean? Just try and keep your walking up. You don't have to run. Just do some walking. Keep fit, drink water, and do your shows. People in the old guy. Watch him, big man. Now look at him. He's still on stage. Because them songs. Yeah, they're Oakland. They're from Oakland, man. No, they're from, one of them is Compton. They're from Compton. What I'm talking about, Compton. No, you know what I mean? Like they're in the grind, bro. They're from Compton. Well, over on the wagon. I'm looking for rappers to thinking that they the shit. That's who I'm tagging. Who's that? Whistle. That song was bad, man. That's Whistle. Remember Whistle Tone? I remember our Frederick bought Whistle, man. And I made it play. Oh gosh. We're called Whistle, and this is true. We don't do the things that we're supposed to do. We don't mean robbing. Take you seriously. We're only bugging. Yeah, man. Yeah, the guys with the finger wave. You know what I mean? Everlasting bass. Wow. Yeah, man. Big songs. But I tell you, see, like when Chuck Chill Out came with Rhythm is the Master. right? They used that Talking Heads bass line. Once in a lifetime, whoa, me over some. They used that, right? But who else used it? What's his name? Sugar Bear. Don't scandalize mine. He used it as well, right? And like when you used to go to the club, you'd either hear the rhythm is the master, Chuck Chill Out, and Cool Chip, or Don't Scandalize Mine, Sugar Bear, right? The other big hip hop tunes, right? Rob Bass, It Takes Two. I remember on my sets, me and the Greek boy, this is what we used to play. We used to play Rhythm is the Master, Sugar Bear, we'd blend them up so we'd get that playing for at least 8 minutes straight, mixing it and transforming that. And then well, he'd be doing all the mixing because I can't mix to save my life. But I'll be flinging up the selection to him because this is vinyl. This is vinyl days. So we'd have Rhythm is the Master, Don't Scandalize Mine, same bass line, Talking Heads bass line, but 2 different tracks. Then you'd have Rob Bass, It Takes Two, Doug Lazy, Let It Roll, Back by Dope Demand. Who's that again? Who made that song again? Back by Dope Demand. They had a couple of songs. Back by Dope Demand. Back by Dope Demand. King B. You had King B. That was one of them. And the other one was King B. That was one of them. Back by Dope. And who was the other one, man? There was another one similar to big club tunes them days though. Big club tunes. And you used to get the Indian guy, the what was his name? What was his name, man? Oh man. The Chief. It was called The Chief anyway. Big clubbing was the thing back then, man. Clubbing was the thing that back then. You know what I'm saying? You see, back then, if you weren't out clubbing, you get withdrawals. Not like today. You'd have withdrawals if you weren't out clubbing. You'd have withdrawals, or you'd be wondering what you're missing out on if you're not clubbing. You know what I mean? That's the guy, Tony Scott, the Chief. That's a nice one, Tone. Yeah, the Tough Crew. Yeah, they did bite the Tough. Yeah, they did beat the Tough Crew. They did bite the Tough Crew. The Tough Crew are from Philly. Yes, you're right. See, Tough knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. Yeah, the Tough Crew from Philly, bro. What was the Tough Crew's joint again? Yeah, they did bite them. Part of town. This is my part of town, isn't it? This is my part of town. My part of town was a bad joint, man. That joint was a killer. Bad. From Philly, bro. The Tough Crew. Ice Dog from the Tough Crew, yep. Had a fly style. The DJ was good too. Yeah, they were bad. I saw their old asses performing that song at some park jam last year. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, they were big club songs, man. They were big club songs. And then one of the most underrated, but he just I don't know what did Curtis Mantronics do with his life. Curtis Mantronics was so pivotal in hip hop. Like he blew my head off. He took a shotgun and blew my head off. Remember when he made what was the song? What was the song? Dun 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 dun. And he used the funky drummer. Gotta get into ya. This stuff. Mantronics, bro. Oh my God. Killed the club, bro. He was too talented. Curtis Mantronics was just too talented for his own good. For his own good. For his own good. See when they make I see people do lists about top producers. You never put Curtis Mantronics in there. Stop doing the list. Stop doing them bloody lists. Yeah? If you ain't putting Curtis Mantronics in the list, stop doing them lists. Them lists don't mean if Mantronics ain't in the list, I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it, bro. Got to Have Your Love. Remember Got to Have Your Love? My God. He used to produce for Just Ice. Wow. Tone said I went to play of jams with my part of town. I went to play off jams where my part of town mashed up. Yeah, mash up the place. Part of town, mash up the place, bro. The bass line was sick, Tone. It was just sick. King of the Beats from Mantronic is just crazy. Cole Getting Dumb, Just Ice. That was just mad, bro. Ding, bang, bang, brr, 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 bang. The tune was just crazy. That was crazy. You know what I mean? I remember my friend, don't play that in the club. It's too hard. I mean, in the borderline, at Manette Street. Don't play that. It's too hard. Way too hard. Just Ice. The girl that walk out in it. Mantronics produced Tila Rock. Not It's Yours. Ladies was huge. Ladies was huge, man. And what was the other one? What was the other one? Was that Bassland? I love when the ladies have a nice smile and the so Ladies was big, man. Ladies was big. Ladies was big. MCT. Didn't Rick Rubin produce Tila Rock? It's Yours. Or was that a Def Jam? See, that's when everyone was that 808 drum with that stripped down sound. That changed hip hop so much, because even up to now, people were still producing like that with the Trap Boys and that style. Tila Rock, like when you go back to the 80s, Rick Rubin, you had Tila, Sucker MCs, Rock the Bells, LL, Sucker MCs, obviously Run DMC, just changed the whole game. And I tell you, hip hop is a very cruel music, you know. It's cruel, so cruel. Hip hop will just destroy artists. It will just make them all of a sudden obsolete, redundant. Yeah, Rick Rubin was bad, bro. Rick Rubin was bad. You see when them songs came out with the 808s, like Sucker MCs, Run DMC, LL, Rock the Bells, Tina Rock, a whole plethora of rappers and good rappers started to become redundant. We're talking about the Curtis Blows, big eyes, right? Houdini, Kumo D. They were struggling to stay afloat because the sound was just changing. And then it became then it went to the SB and Marley sampling up sounds, his drums, sampling sounds. And it was just very difficult. It was very difficult to maintain your sound, even just for a year. For like the growth spurts in hip hop were just stupid, ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean? Tone, yeah. Larry Smith, first super producer, produced Run DMC, Houdini, and the early Fat Boys at the same time. Yeah, yep. Houdini were bad though, man. Houdini were just like, they used to crush it, bro. They used to crush it. Like Friends and Freaks Come Out at Night. I remember my brother had the Freaks Come Out at Night. Well, my brother heavy into music as well at night. I used to play that till it pissed him off as well. You know what I mean? Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out. Freaks come out at night. Man. Yeah, Larry Smith. Did Larry Smith produce The Message? I think he did. And Teddy Riley produced Kool Mo D. Teddy Riley produced Kool Mo D. Wow. But them 808 beats just took, like, no disrespect to Larry Smith, like you're saying, he is a legend. But that 808 and the sampling, the James Brown samples. Oh yeah, Duke Booty. Duke Booty produced The Message. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That was a bad song. The Message was bad. The Message was bad because what it was, yeah, the tempo slowed down. They slowed the tempo, and he just spoke gritty. Broken glass everywhere. People looking, don't care. Wow. What song is that from Terminator X? Yeah, that's bad. That was bad, Terminator. All that was bad. That Juvenile Delinquents. Yeah. I've got that album, man. Terminator X's Jeep Beats album. That's bad. Just bad. Outlaw Boxing, what's good? Boxing here. Ultramagnetics MCs. Same hard beats that sprung out of the Bronx. Nicked that from Marley Marl. Well, when you're talking about Said G, like it was totally put me onto that joint you done for Antoinette. That song's bad, bro. That song is bad. Said G is so underrated, man. Like Said G produced a lot of the BDP Criminal Minded album. Songs like Poetry, you can hear his trademark in it, the way that the snare drum scatters. And Said G was taught how to sample by Paul C. Paul C. The white dude who came from rock. He was bad though, bro. He was dangerous. He was so dangerous. You know what I mean? And then he ran into some dodgy girl and got his life taken. Got his life taken, man. Prematurely. We'll see, right? Like he taught Seji and Large Professor how to use SP. He taught both of them. That's how relevant his name is. The low end theory was when they were getting the songs from him, because a lot of times back then, yeah, it's not like now people got studio in their houses. Them New York crews were taking their samples and their demos to the studio, and they had to get it EQ'd up and mastered, and it was trial by error. And Bob Powers is one of the first super engineers, yeah, because that's how they got the low end theory. Bob Powers was the dude. You know what I mean? He passed away the other day. Bob Powers. You see them mentioned him on his tunes. That's how integral he was. That's why when Lil Jamal said white people are guests in hip hop, he shouldn't have said that, really. I know he's on his Afrocentric, pro-black, brand Nubians. We love the brand Nubians. But he shouldn't have said that, because if you're going to talk about people like Rick Rubin, if you're going to talk about people like Bob Powers, Paul C, they have to be mentioned, bro, because they're like they contributed. They contributed, bro. They contributed. They contributed. I tell you what, yeah. If you're looking at the technical aspects of sampling and compression, all you've got to listen to is Do the James Brown from Super Lover C and Casanova. The way that how he got so much compression on that beat was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, because that's the Impeach the President drum. But he what it was, man, he just let loose with the reverb and the compression. He just let it loose. He didn't care about, people say, make sure you don't go over the red meter. Nah, screw you, right? You know what I mean? Hit play, let that record. And that drum just come out mad hard. That drum come out mad hard. And I tell you what, you see that? What is he? Was he half black, half Latin, rapper from Super Lover C? He was extremely underrated. Extremely underrated. His flow was so technical. So technical. But there was so much great MCs around that he didn't get the shine that he probably should have got. There was so much great MCs. Like I said, the growth spurt of hip hop, 1988. By the time you had the Cold Chillin' label, Def Jam was already there. Cool G Rap was just frying up the place. You had Rakim. Was that 4th and Broadway? Eric B and Rakim. You had B-Boy Records. Levi, what is his name? And Karis One, BDP, Master Ace, Cold Chillin', Kane, LL, Def Jam, Public Enemy, Beastie Boys. Man, there was always something smoking coming up. And Kool Keith Ultramagnetics. Kool Keith Ultramagnetics to outlaw boxing. Boxing here said G had a great catalog. Uncleared samples. Well, when you say uncleared, I don't know. Well, I remember his records getting taken off the shelf. Remember Bismarcky sampled Gilbert or something? They cleared his records off the the shelf. They clean his. I tell you what, some of them old artists were very vindictive, you know. Some of them are very vindictive. Like, okay, you see Tracy Chapman, she took all the publishing from Nice and Smooth. She took all the publishing. And so is it Steely Dan? Who's the light-skinned brother and Lord Tariq? Lord Tariq and Peter Guns, right? Deja Vu. They use Steely Dan's song. Man took all the publishing. And that song was smashing through the 5 boroughs and through everywhere. A man took all the publishing, bro. You know what I mean? Gotta get your shit clear. Critical Beatdown is an excellent album. I don't know if there are uncleared samples though, like because he used Melvin Bliss substitution on Ego Tripping. That's not uncleared. You can clearly hear. Somebody paid for it. Somebody paid for the samples. Or maybe you're right. Maybe they just let it go and they just took a lot of the publishing. That's what happened to De La Soul's album. Is 3 Feet and Rising, with all the skits and all the samples that Prince Paul was using. They didn't earn a penny off that. They didn't earn a penny. Publishing gone to the originators of the sample. Paul C mentioned Large Professor. He was a jack of all trades with the production and mixing. Yep. Mentored, I should say. Yep. He mentored Large Pro. Yep. Yeah. Outlaw. Cool G Rap from 89 to 92. Maybe the best MC ever. Maybe. like when he dropped, is it like I remember he dropped that some of my brethren said you need to listen to this, and he played Men at Work, Cool G Rap. And I was just like, back that somebody could, that anybody could be that good. You can't be that good. You can't be that good. And he was that good. He was just like, he was better than Kane. Like, I have arguments with people. No, man, Kane, no. Fry Big Daddy Kane. Just raw compound raps. Nah. You can't do better than that. You can't. And metaphors and compounds, no. That's a beast, an absolute beast. Kane was bad though. Yeah, Joski Love, Pee Wee Dance, that beat was hard. Yeah, it was hard. Huh? What? I mean, the drum beat was the snare was heavy, bro. That was a serious snare. Bass kicking snare. Dance to the song called Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. It was a novelty record, but you see them days, they used to make novelty records, but they were really good novelty records. Because if we're saying like we're gonna go with novelty, The Show by Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. Inspector Gadget. It was a bit novelty, but it was a bad song, man. That was just such a great song. Just such a great song. That song was just bad, man. The beatboxing, my God. Like, who invented human beatboxing? Was flipping. Like, my brethren, he was just a bad beatboxer, bro. Wicked beatboxer. Who was the best? Buffy, Biz, Dougie. Razel was pretty good, but he came later. Who's the British guy? He weren't bad. There was a British guy. I forgot his name. A white kid. He was pretty good. The human beatbox, man. Like what busy that what biz what was that shit was sick, bro. Biz one of the best entertainers. Biz Markie one of the best. One of the best. Joski Love, man. Pee Wee Herman was bad. Just trying to catch up with you guys here. Yeah, Curtis Blow was good, man. Curtis Blow was good, right? But rap, it just advanced so quickly, man. Like the production techniques and the rap techniques as well. Because before, like, they're getting just a minimal amount of words in a bar. Now they're just compounding the raps, compounding word upon word upon word. You know what I mean? And a lot of MCs just got buried. Just got buried. Just got buried. And even the dress sense, even the dress, like some even got retired on dress sense. Like when Run DMC started wearing the fedora hats and the leather jackets, and LL come out with the tracksuits and the Kango, no, the fisherman hat. It was the fisherman hat. You know what I mean? The Kango was the Kango crew, obviously. That's Dana Dane and Dougie and the guys. Fort Green, Fort Green style, Fort Green style, bro. Back, man. Everything just like, it just jumped. Just jumped. Wow, man. Outlaw, favorite, wanted, dead or alive. Frightening, frightening. The album is frightening, frightening. I wanted, dead or alive. I think that's Dennis Coffey. Is it Dennis Coffey? What's the rest of the band? That's that sample there. Putting on a wanted poster. It's like putting on bread in a toaster. He was just like, because he had that lisp as well. That song was bad, man. Song was just bad. We hold an honor and a pride. Just take a step and kept in stride. We set the rules you will abide. We're going to take you for a ride. Remember new rap language? They just changed the game because, like I was saying, they were putting so much raps and words into the bar. Kool Moe D, LA Sunshine, right? People have to remember, man, Kool Moe D, LA Sunshine, right? They inspired so much because they upped the tempo of the rap. Like a lot of people, like my friends. Remember, we invented speed rap over here. No, we didn't. We what we did, we took it to the next level over here with the Saxon sound system, with Papa Levi and what's the other one? The Colonel. Colonel's bad though. Papa Levi and the Colonel, they're bad MCs. But Treacherous Free and Mo D, they upped it. Like when I tell you, man, when they buried what's his name? The classic battle man. Who did they bury again? What's his name? Mo D. Oh man, he used to do that bam, diddy. He used to do that rap there. They buried him anyway. Him and LA Sunshine, they buried him. They buried him. Language routine in it. Just coughing. Coughing. Busy B was the top boy. He was the top boy. All the parties, getting all the party money, and they coffined him. They absolutely incinerated him. Horrible battle. Horrible battle, bruh. Was that Harlem World? I can't remember where that battle was. Incinerated. LA Sunshine, I rock your mind. I do it to you every time. Man. But Cool Mo D ran into LL. And LL just wow. Wow. That's the guy. Sitting on the corner, just wasting time when I realized I was the king of the rhyme. Wow. Yeah, Mel was bad, man. Mel was bad. Mel was bad. See, this is the positive aspect of it, man. Like that, it was horrible to hear someone who helped like innovate the art form, and then like, man, that's crazy, crazy, not good, man, not good at all. Foster versus Ray Ford. Who wins that? Oh, I'm kind of interested. Denzel Bentley versus Smith. Denzel's gonna punch up Liam Smith. Who made that match? What makes Liam Smith think he can beat Denzel Bentley? Queensbury targeting Bentley versus Smith. Why would Liam Smith take that fight? Well, and what's it for? That interim WBO title? What song was Step Off? Melly Mel had lyrics, but the delivery was old by EA. Yeah, he had lyrics, yeah. Melly Mel Step Off. What was that song Melly Mel where he's talking about the fake gangsters? That was bad. He used the King of the Beat sound, I think. He used one of the drums on that. Melly Mel, man. 64 years of age. Oh, I'm trying to remember what this joint is, though, man. Give me 2 seconds. Step off. I mean, off. Melly Mel. Furious 5. Give me 2 seconds, people. Just 2. Yeah, I know it well. I know it well. I know it well. It's a bad song. It's a bad song, man. It's a bad song. It's a bad song. Yeah, It's Yours was very creative. Was very, very creative. Um, the wordplay was just a bit better than what was out there. Just a little, it was just better than what was out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you thought it's about commentating, innovating. The wordplay was just, you know what I mean? It was just good. The scheme of the rhymes was just really good. And I also like Melly Mel on the Shaka Khan remix. That was bad, bro. You know the radio didn't used to play his version. They like that. That's how long it took rap to get accepted. Shaka Khan, we can feel for you. That song was bad though. That was a bad song, man. Shaka Khan. Baby, when I get a look at you, keep me satisfied. That song was bad. Melly Mel's like is not a nice person though. Remember when he lost the rap battle to Mikey D and he took the trophy and walked out. And then he tried to battle Eminem the other day. Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? I remember Method Man told a story. He tried to reach out to Mel, and Mel just like looked at him like he was like, and it wasn't very nice. It wasn't very nice. And Meth tried to reach out to him. That was horrible. Like, man, he's not a nice person. He's bitter. You know why he's bitter? Because a lot of them old crews, like Furious Five, and they got bad contracts, man. You know what I mean? Like Silver Robinson from Sugar Hill Records. They had horrible contracts, a lot of the old school rappers, man. So a lot of them were bitter. And Mel was certainly bitter. Man went on to see, you know what I mean, LL, and then the next phase, making money, just didn't sit well with him. Isn't Alicia Baumgartner is boxing, isn't it, tonight? Not that I'm going to see it. I'll be sleeping. I've got to target. What's the time? It's 1:45. I've got to target a 2 o'clock cutoff point and go sleep. Man, steaming into Matchroom, bro. Conor Ben is absolutely right. Leave Matchroom. He's signed a new deal with Zuffa, isn't it? It's not like they were going to be able to hold him there anyway, because Matchroom can't afford to stage fights like Conor Ben versus Ryan Garcia. They want the bag. Like Golden Boy, if Golden Boy don't have something on the clause to lock Ryan down, he's gone. He's gone over there. Dana is naming the price to Netflix to stage Garcia versus Conor for that WBC title. I wonder if they're going to ditch that Zuffa belt because no one's going to fight for it, it looks like. I don't think no one's going to fight for it. Right. It's been a great hangout, man. It's been a great hangout. And tomorrow, we've got Ben Whittaker against Suarez. Anything across the pond? Can't think of nothing. I think that's going to be a tough fight for him, you know. I personally think it's going to be a tough fight. But what has Suarez done since he got beat by Lyndon Arthur? He was beating up Lyndon. Let me reply to his comment on the video earlier. What's he saying here? He's saying, yo, Beats, have I missed something? How is Eddie ducking Wilder if he's claiming Turkey doesn't want to sanction Wilder as the warm-up opponent? Turkey can't sanction Wilder as the warm-up opponent. You know what I mean? Eddie's the promoter. Eddie Hearn is the promoter. It's on the zone. He can say Turkey sanctioned it because that's his way of getting out. It was him who said that AJ could use Wilder as a warm-up. Did I make it up? I didn't make it up. Eddie Hearn said we could take Wilder as a warm-up and then beat Fury after. He said it. And then someone's asking, is AJ really damaged? All right, well, let's put it like this then, yeah? If two of your best friends, right, die in a car accident and you come staggering out of the car, right? You come staggering out of the car. Both your friends are dead. And you're injured in the thing. This is what I'm saying, right? We are living in an era where this internet thing has left people desensitized to the harsh realities of life. He's a young man who has lost two of his key brethren dead in the crash, and he was in there. How do you think his sleep has been recently? Do you think he's just been getting 40 winks every night? Is that what you think? The internet has desensitized life to a ridiculous level. You think he can just take a couple of months and he's better? Really? Well, he must be a robot then. He must be an absolute robot. He must be a robot then. You get into a crash. Like that. Two of your brethren's dead. It was bad enough the day when I was a kid. And my brethren was running across the road and the car ran right through him and he broke his leg so badly. So badly. I was telling my brethren the other day, his brother. I saw his brother. And I said, you know something? That still affects, when I think about what happened to your brother, I was telling him, it still affects me. Because I was right there. I saw it right in front of my face. And it was just, his leg was, it was a horrible break. It was a bad break. It was a bad break. I remember walking home the night. And I was fucked up. I was fucked up after I come out of the hospital. And that was just a leg break. Fucked up for a long time. Imagine if he died. Two of my friends died like that. And then say, yeah, you go fight this guy now. You know what I mean? You tune up. Yeah, you'll be all right. You take a couple of Panadols and just stay in the ring. has to be a little damaged. How can he not be damaged? We desensitize things too much, man. Like we're desensitized. We're so desensitized. You know what it is? Because you go on some of these sites, right? And you see all these videos of people fighting each other, just violence and anti-social behavior, and it's normalized. So the fact that people can actually go through trauma, because what people don't understand, all them people, them videos of crime that they're putting online, there's people who have to suffer the consequences, who have been violated. They've got to go on with their lives after. And I'll tell you what, the fact that the internet has done nothing to reduce the amount of violent activity going into young people's heads is something they're going to have to pay for. They're going to have to pay for that, because that's just satanic. It's just the most satanic thing you could do. Some of the videos. And to the people who post them up, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know no better. But there's people who do. The people who run the sites. Nah. Just desensitized. People are thinking, oh, it's just another crack. This is just another internet story. Let's go on to the next thing. AJ will be okay. There's no real consequences here. No, there's real consequences. Madness. People filming people getting robbed on the street, put it up online like it's nothing. How would they feel if it was their mother or their little brother or their sister? Madness, bro. The man lost 2 of his friends, bro. What's up, Muhammad? What's up, Beauty of the Pencil? Oh, the prelims on now, Bruce. Big up, Bruce Gass. Foxy Bingo. Denzel puts Smith's lights out. Yeah, he will do. He'll hurt Liam badly. Ford Foster, a genuine 50-50. You'd favor Foster, yeah? I think Foster would beat Ray, you know. And I like Ray. It could be a close one, though. We had some horrible things. Like, I mean, there was bullying when I was a kid, and there was, but we didn't have this desensitivity to actual human tragedy. Big up Anthony Mackin. He stands by his comments about the David Hayes situation. I'm glad you read the body language in the screenshot. Yeah, you could see they were open. Them women were open. You know what I mean? Regardless of what he said, them women were, and you could tell the one who was lying down, her body language is very open, even though it's just a screenshot. It could have been you, but the more alpha you are, the more toxic you are. I don't want to hear this, and the good girls ain't gonna want to hear this. The more toxic you are, the more you get. Yeah. Tamer male lions don't get more than the ultra aggressive ones. They don't get more trim. They don't get more breeding opportunities. They don't. And what people have to understand, what did Emma say? What did Emma say? We ain't nothing but mammals. Well, some of us cannibals, and abandonment and antelope, whatever you said. What people don't understand, yeah, is human reproduction organs compared to the development of the human brain is primitive. It's primal. Right? Because it's based on reproduction. That's what it's based on. It's getting it done. And the alpha male, that's why, listen, men can breed picnic up until their 80s, yeah? 90s. What was Charlie Chaplin? How old was Charlie Chaplin when he was breeding picnic? Who was breeding picnic the other day? Old. Right? It's to get, like, it's reproduction. And, like, basically, our reproduction organs, the penis, balls, it's very primal. Erections are very primal. Yeah, it's not like something you like. You don't have to. You got to be taught how to use a knife and fork. You got to be taught how to tie up your shoelaces. You got to be taught how to add up. You got to be taught this. You got to be. No, the wood just goes up, bro. Right? It just stands. Primal. And the alpha male doesn't have to be polite. He doesn't have to be nice. He doesn't have to be none of them things. Yeah? Because when the shit goes down, right, the picnic and the woman are running behind the alpha male to protection. The nice, polite guy, yeah, okay, like, if he's the second choice, yeah. But alpha male, people want to brush it to the side and, like, be all nice and let's tell a nice story, but it is what it is. Anthony said the fact that someone posted the video of AJ's friend's deceased body after the accident with decapitated body and millions viewed it supports your point, Beats. Yeah, it's just like these people are just like crazy, man. The pencil says desensitized is the perfect word to describe the current state of affairs in modern day society. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Anthony said, AJ's putting on a brave face, but his head is messed up. I'm still traumatized by stuff that happened to me over 20 years ago. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. Yeah. And then to add to that, Anthony, yeah, he was knocked out in 2024, right? He was knocked out one fight ago. He's 36 years of age. He's changing trainer every second. His brothers have just died, and he was injured in the crash. And then you're going to take on Tyson. Listen, people in the comment section, Tyson Fury didn't impress me. It doesn't have to impress you, bro. He's 37, and he's done a brisk 10 rounder where he was in control of the fight for most of it. Doesn't have to impress you, right? Doesn't have to. He done a brisk 10 round. It's a solid, strong, powerful Eastern European boxer. Let me see AJ fight Makhmudov next for the warm-up. Listen, they said Eddie Oh, talker. Yeah, we'll take Wilder as a thing. Warm up. Really? Really? You're going to take Wilder as a warm up? Man talking crap. You're going to use Wilder as a warm up. You're not using Wilder as no warm up, bro. You're not using Wilder. I know a lot of the AJ fans, they're not happy with what I'm saying because I'm telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. Yeah, I want AJ to win. You think I don't want AJ to win? Of course I want AJ to win. But we've got to be real. We have to be real about this. We know Chris Eubank lost his killer instinct after the Watson incident. Did you see Chris? Listen. The Michael Watson fight was 1991. 1991 at the Tottenham Stadium, which I know is White Hart Lane, right? Barn Areas. For most of my days, right? 1991 that happened. Let's see. 9 years, 2000. 19 years, 2010. 29 years, 2020. We're probably talking 35 years later. Senior is on the program with Piers Morgan, and Michael Watson is in the audience. Then all of a sudden, Senior starts blubbing like a baby for what happened to Michael. And that's 30 plus years ago. And Senior is no weak heart, bro. He's no weak heart. He started blubbing like a baby. Because he has to live with that forever. And that's years back. That's years back. The shit what happened with AJ is not even 6 months, bro. Not even 6 months. People thinking you can just get over deaths really easy. It's a stupid. I'm telling you, we got a lot of stupid. People don't like when I use language like that. But the truth is, we got a lot of idiots. We got a lot of idiots in society right now. Who are desensitized. Remember what I was saying, Anthony? I like taking that month away from the internet. I still want to do it. I still want to do it. A month off. Because this shit is toxic, bro. It's toxic. It's absolutely toxic. Yep. Eubank is a very sensitive guy, and he's still troubled by that incident. He almost killed Watson. Yeah. Muhammad, he says, see how horrible people can be. I really hate everything. Well, you don't want to hate everything, Muhammad. That's the worst thing you want to do. You know what I mean? That's just advice. If that's where you want, fair enough. But you don't want to hate everything. That's just not the way to go. It's just not the way to go. Yeah. Man was crying his eyes out. I'm trying to find that quote from Jersey Joe Walcott. And this was when he was an old man. He was speaking about his experiences and his flashbacks of getting knocked out. And he went into it very descriptively. Very descriptively. And it was deep. And this is me too. I still want to take a month off. You are the person I listen to. I'm trying to get my... Yeah. I have a horse riding lesson in the morning. Good. That's good. That's excellent. That's excellent. Yeah. Analog. Go analog for a month would be just great. Analog. Get an analog phone in the house. Tell everybody if you want to contact me. Only thing is you don't want to do like leave your emails and stuff in it. The Beauty of the Pencil says Wilder is no warm-up. As much as I like and respect AJ and Hearn, that was the dumbest comment I've ever heard from Eddie. That was cowardice statement by Eddie. Very disrespectful. It was stupid. Yeah, we're going to use Wilder as a war. See, that's the thing, right? Wilder just done a 10-rounder. Like people say, oh, you didn't look impressive. It doesn't matter. He just done a brisk 10-rounder and got hit, whacked about the place, and came back and fired back punches. People, see, that's the thing with boxing, right? And I don't want to keep like saying, no, people to people, because I need to stop that as well. But here's the thing, right? You can't always come out of boxing fights looking pretty. You can't do it. Sometimes you just got to get through the 10-rounder. And that's what Wilder and Fury did. They got through their fights. When's the last time AJ's been in a brisk 10-rounder? Huh? The last time he went 12 was Usyk, yeah? That's 2020, when was it? 2022 was the last fight, the rematch. I appreciate it, Anthony, that I'm the only person you listen to. Because you know what I mean? Like, I try and keep perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been 12 rounds for ages, bro. And he's 36. You see that, like, what people don't realize, you might not look impressive, but you've just done a brisk 10-rounder. A brisk 10-rounder at a clip. That preps you more than the fighters who ain't doing it. I tell you what, if you match up Anthony Joshua with Makhmudov, I'll be worried. If they were to match up Anthony Joshua with Makhmudov right now, I'd be worried. I would be worried. And yet, the comeback opponent, I think it has to be a relatively soft touch. But then, after that, he don't go straight to a Fury. You need to, like, build AJ back up, bro. You see, after Eubank had the fight with Watson, Barry Hearn assisted Eubank in the matchmaking. He didn't bring, I mean, like, he probably would have fought the likes of Tony and a Roy Jones, perhaps, or a McClellan, like Bendy. Be realistic. You have to be realistic. That's a young man's life at stake there, and he's just come up like, I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I was thinking, I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. You look at Errol Spence, and no one even died, but that crash and whatever he was going through in his life, his career is wrecked. He's talking about a comeback. No, Errol's done. Errol is done. He's done. And then the Crawford fight, bruh. That's what I tell you. What the Crawford fight is when I seriously, I always knew he was a good fighter. I always knew Errol Spence was a good fighter, but the beating he took from Crawford and the fact that he wouldn't quit, I was like, flip it. How is he taking all that beating, bro? Because Crawford fucking took it to him. Crawford beat the brakes off Errol. Beat the brakes off him. Errol wasn't in, like, Crawford was so fired up, right? You know when people are fired up? One of the knockdowns, yeah, Errol Spence landed a left hand. And Crawford just ate it and smacked him straight back with a right and sent him to the canvas. I said, you're done today. You just landed a really good shot. And Crawford just said, nah, you're going down. You lick Crawford, bam with the left, and then the right came back. Down you go. This is done, bro. This is done. This is done. And you could see Errol like flipping. No, man. He's done. Errol's done. When Errol ain't fought since 2023, or when was that fight? 2023? You're done, Errol. The crash, the drinking, you're done. Psychologically, it's just not a goal for Errol Spence. All the fighters have to deal with the psychological fallout when they go through certain things. All of them. All of them. Talking about sensitivity, even Wilder's recent comments tell me that he's mentally not right at the moment. He's trying to have the last say against Telly. It's obvious to me. I was pissed with my ex. What the things he came out on Piers Morgan, he's a troubled man. He's troubled. And Derek's troubled as well. Derek was talking about his mum's TITTY when he was 10. What's going on? Like, these people are troubled. Yeah, they are a little troubled. They're definitely a little troubled. Derek was trying to outdo Wilder's story. Yeah, Garcia versus Ben, 29th of August. I tell you what, yeah. You see my attitude on boxing, yeah? I don't try and especially these days. This is where I'm at now. What you may have thought before, you may have had a point, but let me tell you where I'm at right now. I don't pretty up anyone's story. I don't pretty up nobody's story. I don't care who it is. I don't pretty up anyone's story or their prospects. I don't pretty it up. I just call it straight down. And here's the thing, right? Conor Benn right now is playing an absolute blinder. See, he's another one. Oh, he didn't look impressive against Regis. He didn't look impressive against Regis. No, he didn't look like Sugar Ray Leonard, but he won the fight well. He won by a UD. He couldn't knock the guy out. The guy's never been stopped. He won by a UD, made a stack load of money. And even if he gets beaten by Ryan, right? He's overachieved 10 times over. The facts are, yeah, as long as he doesn't get his brains pounded in and his quality of life is affected, Conor can retire, and he's been way more successful than a lot of us. And people are saying he's a failure. Conor Benn not no failure, bro. Conor Benn not no failure. Conor Benn having a great career. 3 stadium fights on the bounce. Re-signed with Netflix. Listen, the Garcia fight is just like huge. Absolutely huge. And I just want it as it. See, people say, oh, you just support Conor. There's no supporting Conor. Conor is having a tremendous career, a tremendous run in terms of his popularity and his business model. A tremendous run as a boxer. A tremendous run. Man hasn't even fought for a world title yet. I can't be mad at that. Yeah, I saw the Lamborghini, Anthony. I mean, the man had a Lamborghini and a Porsche, I think. That's like flipping now. And he's just like, just destroying it. He's just destroying it. Destroying it. Yeah, Chisora already announced his return to the ring. He already he was where was he? What was the card I was watching? Fury versus Matmadov. He was there with a T-shirt saying retirement is for PWSYs. Yeah, he's living the dream, man. He's living the dream. There's no young man who doesn't want to be living. And see, there's going to be people say I wouldn't be. That's fair enough. But when I was 15, I would have loved to have been driving Lambos and stuff. Or how old is he? 29. That would have been great for me. That'd have been great for me. And here's the thing: he's a boxer. Next fight, it could all go down the swan. It could lose his life. But he's in the moment. I can't be mad. Listen, you never know with this life, bro. Let me tell you this now. You just never know with this life. As a frustrated playboy, hope to live in Monaco even for a year. That's all good. Hey, listen, keep the dream going, bro. Keep the dream going. Tom says, for F's sake, based on his last outing, Dell needs to take a seat, several seats. He's addicted, Tom. He's addicted. See, you know what it is? He can't get a buzz doing anything else. He can't get a buzz doing anything else. Del Boy's at all the events. He loves the attention. He loves... And here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know with Del Boy. He looked horrible in the last fight. He wanted the Wilder rematch. Nobody wants to see the Wilder rematch. See, he's deluded. He actually believes there is an audience out there that want to see him in fights. No, we don't want to see it, Del Boy. We don't want to see it. What do I want to see that fight again for? Crazy. Anthony says the board will have to take Chisora's license in order for him to stop. And even then, I could see him going overseas if needs be. He will do. He will do. Remember him and David already fought with the Luxembourg license? Yeah, Muhammad makes a good point, though. He says Chisora's a real maverick. Dude is living his life to the fullest. He said he wants to make tons of money way past his prime. See, with me, I take parts of your point. I've got nothing against him continuing because he needs to live his life on his terms. But why want to pay to watch Derek Chisora anymore? Not really. Not after the last performance. And not that it was that bad. It was just like match him. If you match him down a level, if you match him with Dave Allen or something, I'd probably watch it because it'd probably be more evenly matched. Even though like the Wilder fight was close, I don't know. I'd still watch Del Boy though. I'll still watch him, to be honest. But I don't want to see the Wilder fight again. I'm not that interested in Dave Allen versus Hrgovic. Tom said he's going to take a real bad hiding sooner or later, coming in that condition. Yeah, he was in horrible shape, man. He probably isn't fit enough to get himself in condition. His body's just probably broken up, man. 50th fight. What did he say the other day? He said, when I start talking funny, I'll retire. That's what he said. So he's fully aware of the consequences. He said, when I start talking funny, I'll retire. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. I want to put a question to you guys. Before I get out of it, I want to put a question to you guys. Is boxing really fit in today's society? It's a weird question, being a boxing fan and being someone who talks about it nearly every day. Is it fit to be a part, or is it too barbaric, really? Because it's a mad sport. It's a mad sport, bro. Look at Ali. Look at Muhammad Lady Chan. What's good? What's good? Tone said he's talking funny. Muhammad Ali was in such bad condition in his last fight with Trevor Berbick. They had to move the fight to the Bahamas. But he had so much hangers on. And he still allowed him to get in that ring after that beating he took from Holmes and Berbick. In fact, the Berbick fight, like, Ali gave him a good fight. Look at Wilfred Benitez in the tail end of his career. He took a fight in Argentina. You know that the promoter left him stranded with no purse and his passport was gone and everything. He was stranded in Argentina for a year, begging for food and money. And he was already showing the first signs of what was probably pugilist dementia. I don't know what the condition is. I haven't got the information to hand. Left him there. Like, the promoters are dirtbags, bro. They're dirtbags. They're dirtbags. Yeah, it was a sad story, Chan. Very sad story. Left the man in Argentina to beg for food. And then I remember the one fight with Wilfred Benitez. You know, like, I'm not being funny, yeah? That fight screwed my head. When he got knocked out by Matthew Hilton. That was horrible, bro. That was horrible. The Matthew Hilton knockout was horrible. Horrible. But then, then I had to reason in my head. Look how bad that knockout he suffered. But then I had to realize, when I went through his own resume, how badly he knocked out Maurice Hope. Remember, he knocked out Maurice Hope, knocked his teeth out and took his belt. Bang, one shot, and he just watched him drop. Just bang, knocked out Maurice on Sports Night. Tom said it's one of the brain damaged sports. I don't think the Argentina fight is online, Chan. It was because by that time he was so far down the totem pole. It might be online somewhere. It might be. It might be. It's just a sad sport, man. Look at Adrian Broner right now, bro. Broner couldn't even punch the bag for a few minutes without getting tired. And like you see Eddie Hearn and them people, no one's going up to AJ and saying, AJ, like, you haven't done a 10-rounder for ages. And you just like, you've been knocked out a fight ago. See, AJ ain't got no one telling him the real shit around him. He's just got people, yeah, AJ pumping him up. You got to beat Fury, yeah, you take the thing, yeah, thing. No one's telling AJ the real shit. No one's got the guts to do it. Or they've got ulterior motives. Talking about AJ's my friend and all this, that. What should we tell him? What we should tell him is Fury knows that you're vulnerable right now. How come Fury is all willing to fight you next now, all of a sudden? Before, what happened to TikTok? What happened to arbitration? Why ain't he doing all that shit now? Because he knows this is the time to get him. That's what we tell him. And one tune-up against a pudding is not going to help him. No one's telling him the real. No one's telling him the real. Eddie Hearn talking about he's my friend and all that. Shut up. Shut up. Unless he's a robot, right? It's going to take I don't know what it's going to take. What happened to him is not good. They're not telling him the truth, bro. Tone said they get paid. Then it's party time. Can't stop some of these boxers from spaffing their own dough up the wall. Save and invest. And don't open a bloody restaurant. Yeah. The investments is key. Anthony says AJ might have a bag of people around him, but he might feel as if he's the loneliest person in the world right now. Yeah. At Lady Chan, he did say last year that he's only going to fight for what he wants. I said he has to feel like he wants to do it, not that he feels like he has to do it. Lady Chan said beats. He's his own man, though. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Agreed. And he said, I don't know who is actually in charge of AJ's career right now. He actually wants to continue boxing. But listen, a lot of the setup is weird, man. Like you saying, yes, he's going to be undisputed champion and all this, like, he's not 26, he's 36. I'm not just talking out of ignorance as well, bro. You see, when guys like Holyfield moved up to heavyweight, he had about 7 fights before he challenged for a title. 7 fights, 7 whatever number fights. When Foreman returned to the ring, he had a lot of fights. He had loads of fights before he fought Michael Morrow. He lost to Morrison. On points. But he had loads of fights, and a lot of the opponents were absolutely terrible. But he kept active. He kept active, and that's what enabled him to get the win against Michael Moorer. Is the activity. Fury, look how confident Fury is to fight the guy, man. I want AJ next. I want AJ next. Sign the contract, AJ. Yeah, because you know what AJ's been through. And that's fair enough. I can't blame Fury for that, but even AJ shut him down and said, yeah, I'll fight you when I'm ready. Tom said, I think Okoli opened a restaurant because he loves his grub. I'll tell you what, though, he's with Joe Gallagher. Joe Gallagher made Fraser Clark lose weight, and that was one of Fraser's best performances. I wonder if he's going to get Okoli down to a decent weight next week. We'll have to see. He should be beating Tony Yoka. He should be beating Tony Yoka. You would hope he's beating Tony Yoka. It might not be that easy. WBA Gold title fight. Brought to you by Black and White and Boxing King Media. Okay, they're actually broadcasting fights now. Wow.
Your body is producing its own.
Do I think AJ should retire? No, I don't think he should retire. If he wants to box, he should box. But he shouldn't box on Turkey's schedule or Netflix's schedule. Yeah? Take your fights when you want to take them, not when the TV says take them, or not what Turkey or Eddie Hearn takes them. Okay, you're confident AJ would knock Fury out, yeah? Well, you said couldn't knock him out. Wilder couldn't knock him out. Klitschko couldn't knock him out. Why does AJ knock him out? All right. That's fair enough, Chan. That's fair enough. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If Fury starts messing him about and it starts going round and AJ can't land a killer punch, I don't like the fight, bro. Not this year anyway. Are you saying he has rage in him and hates Fury? I don't know. See, the thing is, yeah, when Fury's been hurt, okay, you could argue that the Usyk fight should have been stopped in the first. You could argue that, right? But he did fight it. And when Ngannou dropped him, he got back up. The last time AJ got knocked down and won was 2017 when he fought Vladimir Klitschko. This is years ago. 9 years or so. He was knocked out in 2024. His last real fight. There's still psychological carry. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you, Chan, but I think a lot of people are desensitized to the realities of boxing. The last real fight he had, he was knocked out. He was knocked out. And now they're going to put him in there with... Let's just... Right, we can count the Jake Paul fight if we want, like it's a real fight. If you're going to do that, fair enough. I'm not sure if we can do that, right? It wasn't really... It's not a fight that can prep him for anyone in the top 10. Yeah? It's not ideal preparation. I said I'd like to see him have a tune-up. I'd like to see him have a couple of tune-ups. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 fighting regular. Yeah, the Jake fight is like, it is what it is, isn't it, Chan? It is what it is. It was a money grab. It's a money grab. And yeah, getting the money. Frank Warren talking about, just sign the contract. Just sign the contract. But you see that turkey bag? It's fucked up a lot of people, isn't it? Going for that turkey bag. Look at Jared Anderson. That set his career back years, that Martin Bakole fight. And then look what happened to Bakole with that turkey bag. Got to fight on a couple hours notice, man. You're fighting on some cheap airline traveling from the Congo to Riyadh to get mashed up. Bruh. Now he's having to turn down fights. See, even like, look at Bakole. What round did Parker knock him out in? Was it second? Yeah? Second round, was it? He can recover, but then remember, what's his name? Lubin, after he got knocked out by Charlo. It took years to get back in the ring, and it took him years to recover. And then he got caught the hands from Sebastian Fundora, giving him a beating, and then Virgil folded him in a couple of rounds last year. I know something very close to me. I can't mention who it was. Who got knocked out years back. This is going years. Somebody told me they saw him in the living room, just staring at space. When he got back home from the fight. For hours. We'll see, innit? We'll see. I hope he wins. I do hope he wins. That's the thing. I want him to win. I want him to win. Yep. Anthony said it. Fury has ruled out Moses, and Daniel Dubois tells me that he wants AJ at his most vulnerable. Fury doesn't want any live smoke. No, he doesn't. Doesn't want it. Doesn't want it. Lady Chan said, I think the new raw edge of AJ is gone because, to be honest, he's so rich, can't really have that same hungry drive. Mm-mm. And listen, it's not just Joshua. Don't get me wrong. If Fury gets too ambitious, he's going to get battered as well. Someone's going to batter him, bro. All them 35, 36, you're going to get hammered. Someone's going to hammer you, bro. Hammer you. It doesn't matter how good you once were. Listen, Tommy Farr, the Welsh heavyweight, who took Joe Louis the distance, gave him a very good fight, bro. Gave him a very good fight. Tommy was an excellent fighter. An excellent heavyweight from Wales. But when he got old, Don Cockle smashed him to pieces. Smashed him to pieces. Whenever I look at his boxing, I read it, I said, bloody hell, Don Cockle beat Tommy in. Yeah. When you're old, bro. You're just waiting to catch the hands. You're just waiting. You're just waiting, bro. It's horrible. When you're old, man, you're old. Wilder as well. Wilder's got a good knockout waiting for him. They all got them. Wilder got a good knockout waiting for him. Got a good knockout waiting for him. Man still doing that lean back move and getting caught with right hands. Still trying to use his reactions like he's young. It's not going to work, bro. When it's time to go wrong, it's going to go really wrong. Joe Louis punched Rocky when Rocky Marciano punched Joe Louis through the ropes. Out the ropes, bro. Old. Come out of retirement, innit? Come out of retirement, bro. Yeah. It's no joke, bro. It's not just AJ. There's a lot of heavyweights now just waiting to get used as stepping stones. There's lots of them. Lots of them out there. Lots of them. Waiting for one of them to take the bait and fight Moses Atoma. Moses ain't all that. And then catch the hands. See, like on that Nigel Benn card, yeah? Where he beat Gerald McClellan. Who was on the undercard having his last fight? Lloyd Hunnigan. And Adrian Dodson beat the crap out of him. Beat the crap out of Lloyd, bro. Beat the crap out of Lloyd. Retired him. And then it went left for Adrian Dodson. That's the mad thing. Is it went totally left. It went totally left for him. Why couldn't Adrian Dodson pull it together? I don't know what it was. Got DQ'd for biting that time. He got knocked out several times. The African guy battered him in 2 fights as well. It was crazy. And Winky Wright beat him up. And I saw Adrian Dodson win the ABA finals, bro. I saw Adrian Dodson win the ABA finals at the Royal Albert Hall. Yeah, you see, listen to how deep it is, right? I saw a bit of that home at the Furies, and you saw John speaking to Tyson Fury. And Tyson, are you going to? I said, no, son, I'm not. And you can see Tyson was stressed. Tyson was really distressed. What it's going to take is one at your age. Yeah. Fury should retire after the AJ fight, says Shen. Tone says, at present, all three are food for some of the contenders. They make the most money available just facing each other. Yeah. They better not step out their wheelhouse, bro. I mean, one of them young boys would just be chomping at the bit to get at them. You know what I'm saying? Tony, Torma versus either Joshua or Fury would be massive. Wow. they're going to need Moses is going to need a belt to get them guys in the ring. He's going to need a belt. They're going to need an incentive. You need a belt. Wow. All good, man. All good. All fighters, bro. Seeing it. Like, if he chooses to go for it against Fury, I ain't got no beef with it, but I ain't got no beef with it. But let's make no mistake, yeah? All this boxer and promoter, his friend thing, Eddie is under instructions to get Joshua in the ring. He's under instructions. All this friend is, yeah, cool, all right, Eddie, yeah. Can't mug me off, Eddie. I'm older than you. I know the game more than you, historically. Eddie is under instructions to get Joshua in the ring. Yeah? And he's playing a softly approach. Yeah, Josh get a warm up. We've got to get him a warm up. No, yeah, to promote the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow him at Lord.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, you guys you don't care to compete to find them.
They've got Fury in there. They've got Fury like in agreement. Got Fury out of retirement. Tamir Hassan, who's he? Conor Ben is absolutely right to leave Matchroom. I need to go watch that. I'm shutting down now, fellas. I'm probably gonna cover the what's his name? Whitaker. I might give that one a break. I watched Nathaniel Collins against the Spanish guy on the zone. He got beaten, didn't he? Spanish guy just threw too much punches. He beat him twice now in Scotland. The guy that he came with Sandor Martin, Spanish guy. Right. I'm yawning. I'm tired. And I'm targeting 2 o'clock for sleep. The dark horse in the heavyweight division. Well, the one guy who's not getting shots is Caballero, isn't it? Caballero. He said he ain't gonna fight Fury because he's good friends with Fury. I'm not gonna get that one. I'd love to see Solomon Dates beat Jared Anderson. That'd be great. Not that I dislike Jared, but yeah, I mean, I got to support my Brummy. Got to support my brother from Brum, innit? No gum shield. Fury been ducking the big hitters that have power in both hands. All right. All right, you got AJ. He's got power in both hands. Who else though? All right. Wilder is a right-hander. Who else we talking? Anyhow, AJ buries him, I'm going to celebrate hard, boy, because we know what you're trying. We know, you know what I mean? And I don't blame him for that, but, you know what I mean? Tried to catch a gun-shy AJ. He's just been through the traumas. Caballero already got his step-aside money. That's why he's been quiet. Yeah. Will he get that shot against Usyk eventually with the WBC? We'll see. We'll see. All right, people. Man, I'm up there. Come on, they are. Peace.